Well, good morning. It's Ron. I just wanted to do a short video today, and we are going down with the parents to about 30 miles from here to look at another mobile home. Okay. Now, we have looked at like 5 or 6 different places, and every time it's almost what they want, but not quite what they want. And they keep driving around. We have not made a decision for purchase yet. They claim that this mobile home we're going to look at this morning is the one, okay? So my wife and I are going to drive them down there to Harriman, Tennessee, to the Clayton Homes down there. Apparently these Clayton home places are not like attached to each other, like individually owned or something, maybe franchises, I'm not sure. When we talked to the one here in Crossville, that's what she said. She said they were not all connected together. So according to my mother, what she said is there's different homes, different floor plans down in Harriman, and they have found the one they want. So we're going to take you down to Harriman, Tennessee, and we're going to go to Clayton Homes and look at a mobile home with the old folks. I shouldn't say the old folks. I should say the folks because I've been called out on the channel before. I am old too. Okay, I'm 67 years old, so I'm old too. Well, stay tuned. Okay, we have made it down to Harriman, Tennessee, to the Clayton Homes. And I'll tell you what, man, some of these homes are huge. Let me show you right over here, okay, these double wides. I mean, they look big. Let me go over here and look at these 2 double wides out front. I mean, it's about as big as a house. So is this one right here. I don't know how long or how wide they are, but they are double wides and they are wide, okay? Probably about 32 foot wide, I'd say. 72 foot long. Look how far down that one goes. All the way down there. Well, we're not getting one that big, okay? I was just showing you what was here. Really a pretty day out. So they got all these other mobile homes over here that are really big, but we're looking at these single wides. That's the size we're looking at. Let's go over here and see what's going on. That's my wife, my mom, my stepdad. Okay, we are walking around trying to find the trailer that they looked at the day before yesterday. And there's a lot of confusion here of where it's at. And I don't know, okay? He says it was a 16 by 56. And this trailer here is the only one, but we can't get in it because they don't have a ladder to it to get inside. Let's see the door. That would be the front door. That's where they want that. Well, let's see what the back door looks like. Yeah, it's down at this other end. We kind of wanted the back door at the other end of this trailer.
Everybody has the exact shirt. Yeah, I'll let you like the 2 really cheap now.
Is that a GoPro?
Like delivery and footers and pads and skirting and decking and you name it. It's all a la carte. It's all a la carte.
You in?
$1,800 for 2 loads of gravel.
Well, you haven't priced a load of gravel yet, have you, big boy?
Yeah, $500 or $600.
It's probably more than that now.
No.
It's probably about $25 a ton delivered. Okay. I know our gravel prices had gone up from about $450 a load to about $650 a load over there. And just since COVID. So gravel's gotten expensive.
I know.
No, that's not a single wife. That's some big trailers right there in the front. Yeah. So what do you think about all that?
Hurt my brain.
It hurt your brain? What do you mean it hurt your brain?
You pocket too.
Sounds like we're going up in price, not down in price.
Yeah.
We had a good price like she gave us and made it free. All you give it. The basic price. When we looked at the other one, all of the other stuff was included.
That one, all that stuff was included more or less.
Yeah.
For each 6 of
The
them.
one in Crossville.
Well, the delivery and that kind of stuff, I believe, was all included. The delivery and all that was included. But, you know, I'm not seeing this trailer here. You might like the floor plan better.
Yeah.
You're going to turn left right here at the light. You might like the floor plan better, but the price is higher. About almost $20,000.
20,000.
I think maybe you better go back to Crossville and start over again. Well,
We can't get the doors. Why can't? It's different.
well, hold on a minute. I told you the other day, we talked about this the other day. I said, none of the trailers that you have looked at are perfect.
No.
You have to decide what is important to you. Now, the doors in this trailer are not a whole lot better than the other ones we were looking at,
No.
because the front door now is further down the trailer than the back door is, and it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
The back door is better than the other.
I personally would rather see the front door more towards the center of the trailer like these other ones were.
Yeah.
So, you know, this right here, I mean, they're selling the base trailer cheaper, but they got all this stuff they got to add on to it, which brings the price right back up again. Okay. So I don't know, you know, it depends how deep your pockets are.
Yeah.
And if you really like that floor plan.
I couldn't quite get what she said about the plumbing and the electric. They
Well,
put
that's-
something down. She said he put a.
First off, the plumber, all the lines for the plumbing are tied up under the trailer.
Oh,
They're not hanging down. He has to bring all that stuff down and make it so it flows like the septic tank, the drain flows, and then put the water line, connect the water line to the trailer and make sure there's no leaks and all that. So that plumbing cost is about $1,800. But the electrician is going to have a lot more work.
Yeah.
Now they may be able to save off that $3,600 because they're not running overhead wire from the pole.
No.
The wire's already there near the trailer.
Yeah.
All they got to do is cut it, run it into the trailer, and get the power company to bring a new line into the meter base.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if that RV pole was going to get took out, then you could pull that RV pole out and pull that trailer back a little bit where it's right on the edge of that RV pole, and then your line would be right there. You might not have to do nothing.
No.
But the other stuff, you know, you got to look at that list. To me, I mean, I'm listening to you. You sure are biting off a lot of stuff.
All right. Well,
I mean, you're gonna be a busy man out there.
yeah. Well,
And
I
that's
have
more
nothing else to do, Ron.
What'd you say in that?
I have got nothing else to do.
Yeah, but everything you're taking on is hard work.
Not only that, it's more money too.
Skirting is on the problem.
What's more money?
Even though he might save a little bit, he's still got, that's aside from what is on the paper.
Oh yeah, well that the stuff she knocked off, where she got it down to 100,000. Well, now you got to add back the septic tank, the skirting stuff you're talking about from Lowe's, and any other grading or landscaping or whatever, you know, you're going to do on your own. You got to add that back into that cost.
That wouldn't cost me much because I ain't doing much landscaping.
Well, it's going to cost you at least $5,000 to do the septic and the skirting, and that's just for the material. Okay, that's not for the labor for anything.
Have we sat down with any of these up here?
Yeah.
And going over this list like this.
No,
Yeah.
no.
haven't.
We haven't got a hard quote from anybody over here. That's the first one that's put it on paper.
I done it on paper on that other one.
Which one?
One of them in Crossville.
Well, I didn't see it.
Uh,
No, I didn't.
I don't think we did.
We went over there last week and met that girl. She didn't even come out of her office hardly. And we went over to that trailer and looked at it, and we went back, and that was it.
None of them do they? They don't go out.
Well, they
This
didn't.
one wouldn't go
That's, I didn't see no figures. I didn't see what they said they were going to do and what they said they weren't going to do.
No, it's not
They-
like this.
They may be just as high when you sit down and ask them. I don't think you're going to find that the prices are that much different, okay? We have none of the people we talked to, even the ones at Cookville, put it all down on paper. We asked questions. Is the gutter included? Yeah, we include the gutters. No, we don't include the gutters. And then we asked some other questions, and that was it. We never got firm prices. She's the first one.
I think she's a manager there.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if she is or not. Okay, but she did have all the prices down. I don't think she's the manager there.
It doesn't.
I think the big guy back by the bathroom was the manager.
Huh?
The big guy back by the bathroom, he
You're
was the
yelling
manager.
in my ear.
Well, they can't hear me.
I understand, but
Oh, that big guy you picked is the boss on there.
doesn't.
Sure.
But yeah.
Manageable.
So as you can see from the video, there's a lot of confusion. I was under the assumption that they had looked at a mobile home at this place 2 days ago. They have not. They did not look at a mobile home. They did not get to look at one in person. They had it on a computer screen where you could see it, okay? Most of these mobile homes that we're finding out have to be built and brought in. They don't typically have these sitting around on the lots where they have to pay interest and stuff on them. It's much like a car dealership, I guess. I don't know if they got a floor plan or not. Anyways, they took us back home because I asked them, okay, so after talking to the sales girl and getting the a la carte menu price of this mobile home, this 16 by 56 foot, this 16 by 56 foot mobile home, the base price of it's like $67,600, but everything is extra on their price list. Delivery, plumbing, electrical, skirting, concrete work, grading, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on and on. Well, when they got done with the whole thing, I said, I want to know what the total is. It was going to be like $103,000 for a 16 by 56 mobile home. Now that's fully set up, ready to move in with their skirting and everything. Well, my dad started picking it apart, start taking stuff off of there, and said he would do this, he would do that. And I've tried to talk to him several times.
2,000, right? And the sales tax is 3,000. So it works out 85,525.
Okay. What does that
And I
mean?
know-
What does package price mean?
Well, that's putting it. That's buying it and putting it on the lot, isn't it?
Is that it? Does that include everything? I mean,
Well, no, it didn't include I took out the apron on the subject, but everything else was included, she said.
well, okay. So what do you want? What do you want me to do?
But well, I telling him what he wanted to know. So it's it says on the rear does not include all costs, fees that may be involved in your transaction, lender fees, closing costs, etc.
Okay. So is it an itemized list telling you exactly what you're getting, or is
No,
it okay? So we don't have an itemized list like they gave us in Harriman.
No.
Okay. So I would like to see an itemized list. It's just like buying a car. You can't take their word for it. You got to have a list.
Yeah. So you want me to go down and get a list off of?
No, you don't have to go down there. I'll go down there.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
when I get it, I'll bring it over to the house.
All right. Okay.
If she'll talk, I'll go see if she'll talk to me, and I'll tell her. She met me the other day, so
Yeah. Oh, she don't.
yeah, I'll see if I can get an itemized list off of her.
All right. All right. Then that would be a good deal.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
There you go. A phone call. So he's trying to say that the package price for this home over here is only like $87,000 versus $103,000. But I want an itemized list, okay? You don't buy anything without an itemized list, detailed contract list, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm heading down into Crossville now, same day. I'm just continuing this vlog. I'm heading down to talk to them to see if they have an itemized list that he's talking about. Then I'm gonna take it over to their house, okay? And we're gonna look and see if it's the same. Compare apples to apples. Shoo-wee. I'm going crazy. Okay, I just got done at their house. Man, I got a headache. I think we've got things squared around where they are going to go with the mobile home down in Harriman. After we got the quote from the two different places and started comparing apples to apples, the prices were not that far apart. The one problem was the place down in Harriman had added a bunch of things to their quote, which you don't have to take. You know, things like cleaning the trailer when you get it, and just some different things, okay? Gravel, 2 loads of gravel was included in there. And my dad doesn't feel like he needs to have that stuff. So we started scratching that stuff off, and we re-added the quote up, and they were only about $3,000 apart, okay? And they really like the trailer better in Harriman, so I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna go down there and get the girl. He's gonna decide, today's Saturday, they're not open on Sunday. He's gonna decide what he does not want in the quote. I suggested to him that he take the quote back down there and tell the girl to take this stuff off and then give him a new quote with a new price. Geez, man, it's like buying a used car or a new car. They just nickel and dime you to death at these places and want to add this on and add that on and accessories and everything else, you know. So that's where we're at. Currently, it looks like this, what size was that? 16 by 58, is that what I said? 16 by 58. Mobile home is gonna cost them about $100,000 delivered and set up, okay? So it's not cheap, okay, folks? Mobile homes are not cheap. I have a feeling when it's all done and said with the septic system they have to put in and all that, of course, you gotta remember now, it already has water and electric on the property. They don't have to install that or have it put in. So they're already saving a little bit of money, but you know, a single wide mobile home, you know, it's probably gonna cost you about $130,000, $140,000 to have put in. And that's not including the land. Hey, we'll talk to y'all later. See ya, bye-bye.